Hello everybody. Today we're doing a white sewing machine. It has a lot of really good things you can do. Lots of different types of stitches. We're gonna give you the information on this machine. First things first, this is your bobbin where you create your bobbins, to fill them up. This one's kind of slightly filled, but just wanted to show you. You click it in, you click it back out. This is your spool holder, like here. And these ones do go up and down for easy traveling. Okay. And this one does the same thing. I just want to teach you something. When you go to carry it, you'll break it off. That's why they made them, so they drop them down. So you have actually two of them. When you pick it up, you won't break it, see? And these are really great to have when they have them to go down, because you don't have to worry about breaking them. A lot of people move with them, and I wish they'd all make them like this where they can knock them down. So when you're traveling, you don't have to worry about breaking them off. Okay, this is where when you put your bobbin in, you're going to crisscross. You're going to come, like your thread's over here, you're going to come this way, and you're going to circle around this little guy right here on top and go back to the bobbin so you can make a bobbin, because when you crisscross, it won't get caught. It won't pop off. It won't get a big mess over there. Okay, when you go to thread this machine, you got your thread over here, and it's going to line up across this way. And there's like a little hook there, and you're going to hook in that hook, and there's one on this side, and you're going to hook here, okay? And then from there, it's going to come down, okay? And you're going to go in between this little piece right here, and it's going to hook down into this little crevice right here, and then it's going to go all the way down and around like this, okay? And it comes back up, and then you're going to hook it into that little hook there. Let's see if I can bring that hook a little bit higher. Well, you really can't see it if I go any higher. But anyway, that's the hook, and it comes this way. And then you're going to come back down the same way that comes down all the way around, and it comes up in here. And then there's a little teeny hook right there, and it goes into your needle at this point, okay? I mean, I could take it out, and I could show you with the thread, but you're really not going to see the thread. So technically, the way I do it is I use my finger to show you, how to thread them, because I think it's better that way. All right. Anyway, this is, I haven't even started sewing with this one. I wanted to show you guys fresh. And this part pops off like this, okay? When you want to access your little drawer, it's right underneath here, which is kind of a strange place to put it, and I never can get these darn things open. I really don't like using this one when it comes to these drawers, because you have to try to pop it open. And then when you pop it open like that, you dump it out. But, if you get the hang of it, you could probably figure it out, like when it's open, you get your little crevice, and you close it. But then it's harder to, it's hard to get it open, But, to each their own. Maybe some people can work these better than I can, but to me, it's just really a pain. Anyway, they go back on here, and they kind of pop right there. See, I'm trying to make sure the phone gets put where it goes. I can't find the holder that go on my forehead, so I have to hand do it this way, so I'm so sorry, but I'm doing my best. Anyway, we're going on, and this part here, I'm opening it up. It's just like the other sewing machine I had did earlier, and this is your indicator to make the foot down here harder, so it pushes it down harder. So right now I think I have it set up for a 2, I think. I can't really see it that well, or it could be a 1, because I got 0, 1, 2, and usually a 3. It's hard to see because my phone is not focusing today for some apparent reason. Anyway, so I put it on a 2 because I got lightweight, cotton I'm using. I'm not using a heavy duty, or heavy duty go down and lighter goes up here. Let me show you. I can show you how this thing works. Okay, you go like this and you push it down. See, it keeps going down. And I know that's for the heaviest, because you want the foot to be pushed down as hard as it can so it pulls that heavy stuff through. Because sometimes if it's lighter, it won't pull through, and then it'll gap all your threads. And then you put this back up, and you want to go down to okay, that's where the lightest is at, where this now foot is easier. You almost can move this stuff, which I really don't want it to move too much, so I'm going to make it go down to, I think that's number 1. I think it works great, number 1. I mean, you can even go to 2 on this. Maybe I'll just do 2 this time. And I close it off. Okay, there's your stitch indicator. Even though this one does not say on top, but it shows you all the stitches that it can do. And you can start from over here, and it goes all the way across, and then here's some more to show you what it can do. This little guy is kind of neat too. This is to make most of these like zigzags and different types of patterns. You would have to turn these little numbers to indicate how wide those are going to be, those zigzags. okay? When you're just doing the straight stitch, you only want 0 on here, okay? You got 0 on there, and then you come down here to your your stitch, you know, small to big stitching. So I'm probably going to do that to 3 because I like to be able to stay. I mean, because this is basting, this is basic stitching, this is fine stitching, and this is like really like working on like really tiny stuff. But you know, I could teach all that stuff later. Right now I'm just going to teach you the basics of the sewing machine. All right, so we're going to go on down through here. This one has a plug in here, and way down here is where the power button is. So we're going to click that on. We're going to come back over here, and we're going to first do some stitching. Behind this darn foot pedal down there. Oh, there we go. And we're going to do some stitching. Here comes some stitching. And you want to let the machine feed itself. You don't need to push it through. Let the machine do the work for you, because that's what feed dogs do. Feed dogs let you do the work for you. So if I can get this to turn, take it slow, so I can turn it with my hands. Okay. Then, you know, some people like to put it down to do this, and you can see the stitching. It's really nice. It's hard to see on brown. I tried black, but it was even harder to see. So I thought, oh, this is the stitching it's doing. Okay. Then you want to make sure the needle's in the highest position. You take your foot. You don't have to use the hand wheel. All you have to do is just tap it with your foot. See how fast that machine pulled that thing straight up so it's ready to go. All right, now we're going to go over here, and I'm going to do like a basic zigzag. So we're going to go over here, and I think we're going to probably do this zigzag. So we're going to go here, and we're going to find that zigzag. There's a stitch there. Technically, this one's all in there. I know they show you these stitches, but it tells you if you had a book, but you don't really have a book. And you're going to leave that there because it's unstraight. We're going to go here and change the actual stitching. And here we go. We're going to move this, which I don't know. I can't tell what that is for sure. But now we should be zigzagging. And I'm going to leave this at 3 because that's going to make it wider, thick, or smaller or shorter. Like this would be here, right here, would be like number 3. But if you wanted to go finer, I'll teach you how to do that. So here we go. I'm going to do this here and show you what it's going to do next. It's going to do the zigzag like this. I'm going to go down through there and show you. And then up, see, and I tapped it once, it goes up, turn it around. There's your zigzag. Isn't that cool? Looks just like this one right here. See? Like that. Isn't that cool? All right, then we're going to put this back down inside. Make sure it's underneath. Put the foot back down. We're going to come back over here. I'm going to show you something really cool. Now, if you want to change that, make it a little bit more tighter. Let's say 2, make it tighter. I think so, that's a 2. And then come over here, we're going to make it tighter. Get enough of it out and stop it here. Make sure that needle goes the highest position. And there. Can you see that? I don't know if I can get that to focus. See how much tighter it is? It's getting tighter and tighter. You can make it a tad bigger because I don't think that shows it big enough. Try to reline that back up. Come back up here to this little guy here. And we're going to make it the biggest stitch so we can see it bigger. Here we go. It's going to be closer together. There you go. There we go. Make sure the needle's in the highest position. Tapping it up with my foot. There you go. Then we're going to pick this up and take a look. See how much nicer that looks? Okay, I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to get it to focus. There we go. All right. Now we're going to go on to a different stitch just to show you. I mean, I can do them all, but then it'll take like an all-day thing. And I want to maybe go, let's see, we got to turn it all the way around. So you got to keep turning this guy. I'm not going to do the buttonhole. Now let's see, this thing's not going to let me turn. I know it does it. It just has to, you have to force it in a way. Now let's see, which one do you want? Oh, this one, a lot of people like using this one. If you don't have an overlock sewing machine, this is actually what you would use for an overlock. If you don't have an overlock sewing machine, you can use this machine as an overlock. So that's what you'd use that stitch for. Okay, let's see how this one's going to work. Let's see, we're going to go ahead and switch this out just a little bit, maybe to a 3. Come back here and just do this stitch. Okay, highest position, turning it. Let me see if you can see that. Can you see that? It's like, I mean, it's hard to really see it, but it's actually doing what it's supposed to be doing. Let's go do a different one just for the fun of trying this so you can see. Coming back over here. Let's see, which one do we want to do so we can get this thing to focus so I can see through it. Let's see, there's that one. I think it's this one, which I'll show you in a bigger form, is right here. This is like the mending stitch. Like if you've got a hole and you want to mend it closed, you pinch the two pieces of material together and then you mend it together like that. That's it. Yep, that's where it's at. And then it's going to do that same stitch right here. Go highest position. There you go. There you go. And then you can see it's doing that stitch where what it does is it does 3 different layers and it pulls the two pieces together back together, so when you're trying to fix a hole or a tiny rip or something, it will close that rip. Anyway, this is the white sewing machine. You know, I would do some more, but you know, I don't want to be here all night just doing this. So I just want to let you know this is the white sewing machine that is for sale, that I am selling it, and it's a really nice sewing machine. And hopefully whoever gets it's going to enjoy it. Maybe I'll do some more things on, you know, how to make stuff, you know, when I can find all the things that go to this phone so I can put it on my forehead and I can start doing more, you know, teaching you guys how to use your sewing machines to make things and stuff like that. Until then, right now, I am just showing off the sewing machines that I have for sale. And if you want to contact me, you can look me up on Facebook at Affordable Sewing Machine Care in my group. And, or, you know, some people do call me and some people do text me. Or you can just message me right here on YouTube and follow me and get to ask questions. I'll try to answer my best of my ability. And, this is a really good sewing machine. If you really need a simple but easy sewing machine to run, this is the one you should choose. Anyway, have a great day. Have a blessed night, and I'll try to get another one uploaded in a couple days. Talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.